you enter the city, please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. Clear.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on display. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
All right, Gumdrop? We're home.
Escape trajectory plotted. Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called
We're in orbit, Captain. A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
complete.
Good to see you. Welcome back. I've been waiting for you to ask.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? Patience. I got a sword here. Yeah?
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jim's. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
I sure hope so. Because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it. We paid good money for the information, so I'm sure it works. And if it doesn't, a certain source at Mast is gonna have to deal with a very pissed off Neva, and that would be the end of that. You just bring the tech here, I'll do the rest.
Oh, and one more thing. SY920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops, and we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. She's got the clout to get you in the front door. They're gonna think you're part of a regular supply delivery. Beyond that, you and Juan are gonna have to put your heads together and come up with a plan. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay. I'm gonna leave that up to you, Rook. If you get into deep trouble and you think bringing her into the fold is gonna make the difference, tell her whatever you want. At some point, Delgado's gonna be promising everyone their cut of Crix's legacy. If we want them to stick with the fleet, it's inevitable. But until the money's within reach, the less people that know, the better. The Crimson Fleet made contact with her about a year ago. We were searching for a smuggling connection in UC space, and her name kept popping up repeatedly, so I decided to put her to the test. Not only did she pass, but the results were off the charts. Made us both a ton of credits. That was good enough for me. Beyond that, I don't know much about her. But hey, as long as she keeps my gal bank account humming, she can keep all the secrets she wants. Stay sharp, Rook.
Might think it's funny, but loyalty's big in the fleet. Rook?
You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's Core. Voss will make sure you get paid.
If you're doing any lifting later, I can spot you.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gail. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Were you ever caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
Oh, dozens of times. I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218? Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gail. I see you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right. They brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years. Till I decided I wanted more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Cricks was taking over. I think they got the message.
This is the life, right?
The fleet doesn't care how big your bounty is. If you don't earn, you're worthless to all of us.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm who?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Who are you? Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
I've spent 2 long years and every credit I had looking for you, just so I could look you in the eye before I pulled the trigger.
Hey, what's with the gun? There must be some mistake. I honestly don't know who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You killed my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Such a terrible shame. All that time and money she wasted. Ah, well. Better get rid of the body.
The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough? How many credits does Jasper Criggs need until he's satisfied?
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job? Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you in front of everyone. Do you understand?
I understand. You have my word.
I'm sick of fighting with all these beat-up hand-me-downs. We get to use all the good stuff.
When the sky starts raining credits. Until then, maybe you could just shut up and stop complaining.
Let's hit up the mission boards at the core.
Need something?
Too many missions, not enough time.
The captain's here. Don't put up with any shit. Certainly not from the rooms.
Sharks are too scared to take the key, because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Is something wrong? First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids. That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need medpacks, curatives, preventatives, I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too. Hopefully that won't be often. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with. Medical, recreational, whatever you need. Take care of yourself.
Need to have Jazz look at my graph drive. I swear it's not jumping to the right place.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gale. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then Grav jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gale. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gale Dunnigan. Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gale.
You see sys-def as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
But I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Were you ever caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
Oh, dozens of times. But I've just given them a fake name, or they just got They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218. Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gale. See, you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right. They brought me in, taught me the ropes.
I hear you've been making yourself useful on the ship, Corey.
I have, Dad.
5 years.
I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a
I
great
got
job.
rid of their leader, put myself in this place, and started running the show.
Outfit next time we're playing
I've been the one in
It
charge
still
ever
fits,
since.
Dad. And I love
Was
it.
it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Crix was taking over. I think they got the message.
Who's on this call?
I hope you're ready for an EVA walk, Dusty.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real, but I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help. I don't know what game you're playing, but I guess I'm in. Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me true, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite and I'll open a secure channel and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
Can I help?
Hey, good to see you.
Engines pumping mysterious.
Communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families. That in a long time.
And will you do funny voices for the characters? Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
You should have seen Hella's face the first time he saw New Atlantis. He couldn't believe it was real.
nice day now.
Anything I can help you with? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause... You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed. Okay, no problem. Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
What can I help you with?
I hope you're having a good day.
Time to leave this place behind. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call. Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Lopez to win? Lopez to win. When? When? This does not sound good. When? Please. We may be the 3 families now. I hope the other families are okay. And the sooner we make contact with them, the better. Lopez to Banda? Banda, you there?
You got the satellites back up?
Had help. Big help from a friend.
I didn't know you had friends.
I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet all the families.
Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that.
I haven't exactly talked to her yet.
She hasn't forgiven you, you know. Not sure I have either.
It's ancient history. We all need to get over it. See you soon. All right, connection closed. Banda's good people. I'm glad he's willing to meet. Time to get to fixing the other satellites.
Now, you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Hester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. We'll be nice to the crew, too.
Of course.
So this collection from there.
Don't you always say don't listen to rumors? Enemy shield down.
Nothing but debris when we're done here.
Enemy's grab drive disabled. You've taken down their shields.
Another satellite up. And broadcasting. Lopez to Lemaire. Jacqueline, are you there?
Albin? How the hell? I'm almost glad to hear your voice.
Listen, we need to meet. All of us. These spacers have got us on the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
No game. No ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine. Banda's already signed on, so meet you at the rendezvous.
What about when?
We can talk about it there.
Fine. Remember, my ship.
And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment, but I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead. We were in big trouble before you showed up. After you talked with Albin, I saw him smile. Really smile. Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the wins. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. They died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. You are something else. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandits both, I reckon. I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Band is good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character. Lucky you, then. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. That is a good point. And my family has a much better chance of dying on your fool's errand. There are considerably safer ways of earning. Maybe you're on the level, maybe you're not. But I know for damn certain Albin's crooked. Sorry. Just the latest of Albin's harebrained schemes.
We need to stand together. It's as simple as that.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pack? I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. Not much of a choice, really. Well, the bandits will join the defense pack. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. I can't say I'm surprised. Well, 2 families will have to do. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance. You got it. I'll send along word. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
Landing site's clear. Vault vacate.
It's a good day for mining.
Dr. Albin, he's in charge.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some Spacers chatter. There's an old derelict star station the Spacers are using as a base. Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We could really use Lemaire's ships for this. But we're never gonna get a better chance to clean this system for good.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? This is it. The big one. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Be advised, you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Got anything you need some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
you don't see what you want, if it belongs on your ship, then... Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
reinforcements! More contacts jumping in!
POCO, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to it, understand?
Fine, okay. Go.
We're still in one piece. Target's jump system down.
Grab driver's toast. Shot. Pick up the jump page.
Target's shields are down.
full jump capability again.
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this. And now it's up to us to keep it going. Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course. But it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes, but we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I
Think I need to shut up now. Don't wanna get... Damn you. I'm not... Yeah, deep breath. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit. We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
Glad to see you're back and one. Be safe. Is mining on the schedule today? Need help, Dusty? I'll see you later.
I'm alive! I'm alive, right? You are... incredible!
faster than the speed of light. And none of that grab tech cheating.
Yeah?
We're free and clear for flight.
Driver's back down. Jump was smooth as butter. Pressure normalized and we're docked.
Pardon? Yes. What?
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts.
Heavily guarded.
Good. The more you find, the stronger our case. So, Mr. Yasso is actually Lionel Soto. We thought Soto was dead. At least, that's what the records told us. I'll have the records updated, but seeing as Mr. Yasso has surrounded himself with the Crimson Fleet, there isn't much we can do. Yet. Find anything else? Understood. Keep searching and you're bound to find more. We'll be here if you need us.
My family's all in the UC Navy. Being sister.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grab drive so we can float around.
Textbook there. We're free.
why we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Most of our wealthiest clients at Argos were from New Atlantis.
Hey, what can I do for you? Anything I can help you with? Looks to me like you've already in pretty...
You should see some of the shit. Just standing here, like their own